Hi, how's it going today? So, what we're going to talk about today is one of the subjects that I actually have come across in watching social media this last past year. And as I've said before, lots of my topics actually, some of them are career related, some of them are work related, and some of them are more emotional, personal related, right? And so, how I come up with my topics is from a variety of different sources. It's just an observation, it's my own personal observation that I actually like to share. And so whether you get, hopefully you get something out of it along the way. And so the topic that I have today is, how old do you feel? And it's an observation that I had from watching in the past, like through 2020. The folks that I went to high school with, including myself, we all turned 50 in 2020. And it's very curious to me how people handle that age and what they say about themselves as they actually were experiencing that major milestone of a birthday. And so some folks were saying, "Oh, I'm super excited about this year, and it's that next chapter for the next half of my life, and all of those different things." And others is like, "Oh, I'm an old man, wishing this old man happy birthday," or whatever else. And it's very interesting to me, that perspective that people have, because I think it sets the course for how you actually are living your life. And it's actually not only relevant to your age, but it could be related to work from a project standpoint, or relationships in terms of how you deal with people overall. And so, what are you telling yourself about your age, about your project, about your relationships, those sorts of things? And how is it setting the course? And so, for me, I don't feel like I'm 50 years old. And so I might be in total denial. And because actually I had a little procedure during the holidays, and they had a wristband, and it said, 50 on my wristband. And I looked and I told my husband, I was like, how is that even possible? I don't even feel like it. And so I know that I have to actually own that that's my age, but I just don't feel like it because I don't know what 50 is supposed to feel like ultimately. And I think I got that from a great aunt of mine back in Louisiana. She had this saying, she's long since passed, but she had this saying that only clothes get old. And so she's like, I'm not getting old. My clothes are getting old. So that's kind of the mantra that I've adopted, is that I'm not getting old. My clothes are just not in style anymore, especially now during COVID times, during the pandemic. Definitely, I haven't bought any new clothes. And so just recycling what I have. So I say all of that to say, where are you kind of stuck in terms of giving yourself that mentality? And that's an interesting, fresh perspective for you to kind of get curious. Are you holding yourself back in one particular area because you're telling yourself maybe it's too hard? Or maybe I don't like that person, or maybe, I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too fat or skinny, or whatever else it is that you might be telling yourself. So it's just a little perspective that I have for you today, just to remind yourself, you can set the course for a happy or a sad life in whatever you're telling yourself ultimately at the end of the day. And I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about it. Like I said, total denial here in terms of age, but I really choose to just enjoy each day. And I hope you do too, especially as we walk into 2021. And hopefully, we'll get to see each other sometime soon. You take good care of yourself. Contact me if I can ever be a resource to you. And have a fantastic day. Take good care.